One of my early mentors in the healthcare field was the renowned nutritionist, Dr. Betty Lee Morales. Initially, she was a patient of mine, but soon after that, I became a student of hers. She was so brilliant and very active, very energetic, well into her 80s, until her life was cut short in a tragic auto accident. I remember a conversation that we had on one occasion on the subject of old age, where Dr. Morales said that aging is just the process of decay, but that we can intercede, slowing it and maybe even controlling the process. Strictly speaking, decay means to break down, to fall into ruin, to deteriorate. Though we grow older each day, how does that make you feel about the future? The opposite of decay is to flourish and prosper. Which one of these would you look forward to? Now, Betty Lee said that there are areas of the body that actually show the decay process very obviously. That you can actually intervene and make a tremendous difference in whether you're destined to deteriorate or to flourish in your mature years. Oxygen is the first requirement to sustain life here on planet Earth. Maximum oxygen consumption is the measure of our ability to transport and utilize oxygen. This ability decreases with age about 1% per year and actually accelerates when we're inactive. A decrease in oxygen capacity actually causes a decrease in the function of every organ, tissue, and cell in the body. Exercise slows down this process and can actually help us in recapturing much of that capacity. Water is the second most important requirement. Would it be of interest for you to note that when we're in our early or mid-20s, that water accounts for about 62% of the weight of our body. By the time we're in our mid-70s, that has dropped to only 52%. Keeping the body and the cells hydrated is so important to our health. This downtrend in the amount of water that we have is a result of too much table salt, certain medications that we take, decreasing the fresh fruits and vegetables in our diet, as well as increasing soda, coffee, and tea instead of just drinking water. Blood pressure also increases with age, particularly the systolic or the top number. The systolic blood pressure is the measure of the heart contracting, putting pressure on the arteries. 80% of those people that are 65 years of age and older have high blood pressure. It's caused by a decrease in the efficiency of the heart muscle, as well as a decrease in the flexibility of the arteries. Much of this decay can be reversed through proper diet, regular exercise, watching our body weight, as well as never smoking. Calcium is the predominant mineral in our body, but it becomes increasingly difficult to assimilate as we advance in age. There was a hospital study that found that by age 60, we needed 67% more calcium than when we were a teenager. By the time we're a senior citizen, osteoporosis has become the standard. Calcium wasting comes from the twin factors of a decrease in usable dietary calcium and also a decrease in weight-bearing activities. Now, muscle wasting is common in aging also. It's where there's a decrease in strength, flexibility, and energy. That actually becomes a self-fulfilling downward cycle due to our inactivity. Use it or lose it is a harsh reality. Other forms of decay involve our senses such as hearing and smell, alteration in sleep patterns, a decrease in our immunity, blood sugar issues, as well as depression. The reality is that time marches on. The years will have their impact, but we have the power to affect that process and how it proceeds ahead. If you do nothing, the course is fixed. You will decay and deteriorate. Or you can choose to prosper and to flourish. I choose the latter. Take charge with superior nutrition, regular exercise, and a challenging lifestyle. I choose Sunwarrior.